This runner really thought it was a good idea to sprint on a walking track.
Taxes and me. Commander on this off. Number 3. Call sign.
Should definitely find a way to blame him for it. You're about to witness the most skilled cyclist with the sharpest survival instincts ever caught on camera.
这啥子哥哥啊？啥子哥哥啊？哦，não usou.
Como reparar a guarda contra um oponente mais pesado? Como repor a guarda com um oponente mais leve?
He didn't have to do him like that, but that's a perfect example of the difference weight classes make. If a climber is freaking out in their sleep, this is exactly the kind of nightmare they are having.
Wow.
This looks like a new trick shot, where you've gotta throw your glasses, earpods, and phone all at once. This is that side of David Goggins that rarely gets shown.
Bro, I thought this was David Goggins. Funny as hell.
Just in shoes and shorts, he was probably on a casual 100-mile morning run. I don't know what the chances of this actually happening are. Somehow it still did to this guy.
Oh, fire!
Bro, spot? Yo, spot. Spot, bro.
The spotter just decided that anyone failing a 185 bench doesn't really deserve saving. But he definitely looked like he was on that Mike Menzer pre. This is what lifters will gladly do, just to avoid skipping a workout while camping.
Alright, we got her set up here.
Dumbbells for arms and cables for back and chest. What more does he really need? More than half of this lifter's strength goes into just picking up the dumbbells. Watching that, you'd never think he could bench them, but just watch this. This is exactly the type of science-based lifters that gets hated on. Not lifters like Jeff Nippert, for example.
12 reps in 2024. Holy fatigue, man. Alright, little man.
The tension in this exercise makes it way better than a regular hip thrust, since it hits hardest where it matters the most. Just imagine the scenario where his grip fails. It would instantly go from a pullover to what's called crusher. Every time you hear this, the words they are saying just keep changing. This will still go down as the greatest punching record in history, all thanks to the machine.
Can I climb this rope with a rock? No.
That's insanely hard to pull off, but I really thought he had it. You've all seen those videos of fighters losing to shadow boxing. Well, this is the real life version of that. Dr. Disrespect really went from scaring miners to now scaring horses, but this time with calisthenics. If you try to make a major change in your diet by jumping straight into an extreme cut, just know it will only take about 3 days before this happens.
Nutella. Oh, I love Nutella. Oh, I love Nutella. Yeah.
Right before attempting the squat, this powerlifter's belt unbuckled, and in powerlifting, you only have 60 seconds to complete your lift, so he recovered quickly.
Great, 6 seconds left, gets the squat command. Very good under pressure. Good.
See what the judges say.
And this other powerlifter didn't use that 60 seconds wisely. Also, the commentator didn't hesitate at all to roast him.
Not quite there with this group.
Using this one wrong move and you're getting a free gender change.
I am not a bodybuilder. I'm just a 51-year-old senor who invented a new method to build muscle faster, cheaper, easier, and fun. My name is Juan, but you can call me the Henry Ford of fitness.
Kiss your chest. You're a bigger girl.
Only one guy here showed up to the gym to actually train. The other is just messing around.
Bro, he's whispering. Bro, he's whispering and helping.
This is exactly why it's known that someone who started training at a very young age will always have an advantage over absolute beginners.
I can't go back.
Everyone who goes through this just switches into full Dr. Mike mode. Hearing this while actually watching the fight sums up everything wrong with Jiu-Jitsu, how it went from a serious martial arts to being seen as a joke.
One thing about Jiu-Jitsu that's insane that nobody really thinks about is how violent it is. If you choke someone and they don't tap, you die. If you go for a joint submission, their arm will literally fall off, or leg. You know, it's a very violent sport.
This is the second most requested food to try to swallow without chewing. Let's see if we can do it. Ain't no way, but is there a way?
We'll soon see a new trend, and it's called throat maxing. It all started with this guy.
Oh my god. No shot. No chance. Nobody can do that. Nobody can do that.
Are you sure about that?
Doing a full body split isn't just embarrassing, it's probably the most boring split ever. You will never get a solid pump for it, if that's what you're after. And when you tell someone running a full body split that you love the pump, they wish you'd end up like this.
Why did you make me do this? Think, Mark. You'll outlift every fragile, insignificant influencer on the planet. You'll live to see your PRs crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone who uses research chemicals or has a PhD will want you gone. What will you have after 500 reps?
A pump. I'd have a pump.
I honestly don't think there is a faster way to get hate from both the current climbing communities than this. This kid just learned that sneaking up on someone isn't exactly like in the movies. Yelling doesn't help. This gym is basically gatekeeping the best machines, knowing that by placing them in the woman only area, they all barely get used and just stay brand new.
This is the woman's only area, and this is the best pec deck I've ever seen in my entire life. Literally a perfect pec deck. Perfect pec deck. And then beautiful lateral raise. Much better than the one upstairs. And then look at this incline press. Insane. The women's only area is so nice.
That's it, guys. See you in the next one.